man, so
big time tonight.
leaving my house.
There we go. Did I put that in the right position and everything?
See, when you have a boyfriend like Andy Van Hoon,
No, you did fine.
you get flowers, you get everything to drink. You gotta love somebody in order
Oh, yeah.
to exist in this
No,
world.
you're part of it.
And if you find somebody that you love and they love
Well,
you,
the center
boy,
of the
you
circle
got it
of
made.
the big night.
That's wonderful.
Limousine.
That's a great story. Now, what were you doing at the Palladium? What were you playing? Were you a dancer
Well,
then,
I
or were
was
you
a
a
vaudeville act.
vaudeville act? Okay,
Vaudeville was, see, I have always been in vaudeville.
right. I remember.
And then I went into musical comedies. I was in the Girl Crazy show with Ginger Rogers when she first came out. Ginger and I were good friends. Her mother, no, but Ginger was a nice person. And I enjoyed
I guess the easiest for you
knowing
might be
her,
up
but
there
the
on
mother
your-
was a bitch.
Ginger Rogers' mother.
Oh, the
Oh,
excellent.
yes.
Tell me about her.
That parking lot where you
Well,
can pull in there and
she was a type of person that wanted to step on
Unless you have
everybody
a
so that
better
Ginger
place.
could get ahead,
Now, don't feel like you have to bring me to the
you
door.
know.
Park
And
wherever
you don't have to do that.
No.
You don't have to step on people to get ahead in this world. There's plenty of room for everybody,
That's right.
and plenty of room if you're going to love somebody. That's
Down to the
important.
river to play. Have you been playing cards, blackjack?
I go up to the river.
Yeah. Tell me, have you been lately?
No, it had been well over a month.
Oh, but you've been a month ago. Good. Yeah. How did you do?
Well, I usually do pretty good.
Good.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
I'm
Now watch
a
the
pretty
head.
good
Come on, this
player.
isn't the neck.
You're a card counter, though.
Well, I don't care for the cards so much as he likes the cards. I like to put $1 and slot, yeah.
Yeah.
I put in $3 and I hit boom, boom, boom. The three, not cherries. The three, I forget what you call them. And I won 30,000.
Well, that's great. Congratulations.
Yeah, they came over and paid me right away. Boy, I had a big bag of money. He was so surprised.
Timmy was with you?
Huh?
Was Tim with you?
Yeah.
Oh, how fun.
Oh, yeah, he was with me when I showed him all this money. He says, my God.
That's beautiful.
Where did you get all that money? I says, well, go cash it in. Yeah. You see, sometimes it's hard to hit a big one.
Oh, very rare, yeah.
Very big one. And when you do, boy, you better go home with it. But Tim and I have a lot of fun together. Yeah.
Yes, I know.
I'm sure glad that I have him.
Yeah.
Because he takes me around. We go places, we do things, and we like to, remember the picture, The Good Earth.
Yes.
And did you see that picture?
Absolutely, yes.
And the man was, I forget what his name was, it'll come to me. He always took care of his mother and everything. I forget. Tim reminds me of that.
Yes, yeah, that's great. He really is a good boy, yeah.
Yeah, it's, in today's world, it's sort of hard to find people that'll take care of each other.
Yeah.
It is. Or be considerate of older people. Sometimes they take an older person, they put them in a home, they stay there and they rot. They go to pieces. But I mean, when you find a good son that'll take care of you and do for you, that's very important.
Yeah.
And Tim and I have a lot of fun together. We have a lot of fun.
I'm so glad. Tell me, when you were doing movies, what's your favorite memory from doing the movies?
From any of the movies?
The ones that you got involved with.
Oh, well, making them was always important. My husband and I he was a good writer, just like Tim's a good writer. And we'd sit down and discuss the various things that we're going to put into the pictures. But mostly we're doing westerns at that time. Lash LaRue, Sunset Carson, They were all big Western stars.
Yes. I know Lash. I mean, he was around here a couple years.
Well, Sunset went to South America. He never did come back. I guess he died over there. But Lash and I were good friends. Always good friends. If I ever needed any money, I'd call up Lash. Here, take it. Take Lash and I were always good friends. That's what's important.
Yeah. You and the Prince of Wales too, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He was a nice guy. Very nice. Very thoughtful. Always very... and I met Caruso too, you know.
I didn't know that. Tell me.
Well, Caruso played here in town at one of the theaters. And we went down, in my hometown, but we went down to see him. And we were standing outside listening to him. He came out the door to look and he says, "What are you doing out here?" I said, "I want to hear you sing. A long day de mobile, reto movento." And so he says, "Come on inside." And he set me in a chair and he was out there singing on the stage. It was very interesting.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. He was a very nice person. Yeah. You know, it pays to be nice in this world. People really appreciate it when you're nice to them. You remember. I remember him. I've always remembered him because he was an exceptionally good person. Latte de mobile, anto movento, latte de mobile. Oh, yeah. Listen, I've had a good life.
A good life. Absolutely.
Good life.
Yeah, a good
if
life.
I die tomorrow, I have no regrets.
You danced on Broadway?
All the time.
Yeah.
Sure. I played the Palace Theater 3 times. I played Low State 3 times. The Paramount 1 time. And the Capitol Theater, I was always playing there because I worked with Dave Schooler, who was the attraction there, you know.
My dad, who I love, and you've already heard how my mom and dad had a wonderful marriage, he wanted to do something positive for me, and he did many things, but the thing he tried was we still have a great deal of contacts in Nashville, and we will be making a movie here, but back in the 60s, we were it. So therefore, he had like carte blanche to do most anything and wherever he wanted, so he decided he would get me a singing contract, but the problem was I was not very well at carrying a tune. And I still remember the song, which you will hear tonight, where I sing to a monster by the name of Sleepy LaBeef. And Sleepy LaBeef pulls off the arm of Cecil Scaife, who may or may not be there tonight. Now, the little backstory there, Cecil Scaife's son, Joe Scaife, produced Achy Breaky Heart. So there's a little backstory. But in my instant, the song is, well, the hurt goes on and on and on and on. And that's about as good as I was then. Except I was overdubbed. So you'll see it tonight, but originally I was I love it now, it's wonderful, but originally I was embarrassed. Oh my God, I don't want to see that. So when I took it from film to video, we're seeing a beta copy tonight because the film prints were pretty scratched. I decided I would cut it down. Matter of fact, I wanted to cut it out, but I couldn't make the next scene work because it just didn't. So I cut it down to what you'll see tonight. But in the original version, I sing an entire 3 verses and 3 choruses to the monster.
Oh, how funny.
Fortunately tonight, you'll hear a shortened version.
I almost got in trouble, I want you to know.
No, not you. That's impossible. You have cinematic immunity. Okay.
Okay, Mother, take Wendy's arm. Take Wendy's arm.
They're going to take care of you. I'll take care of you.
Wow! Look at the bunch of people in here.
We're all here.
Yeah! Well, thank you.
seat right up here. Come on.
Oh yeah, I'm dying.
This is my night to howl. Woo! Yeah. Thank you very much.
She'll like seeing pictures of Andy.
Oh no, that's okay.
Talking about you all night.
Oh, that's right. She can't say enough about you, bud.
You're going to cover me eyes with water here.
Okay. Actually, I'll sit over here somewhere. Yeah, no, actually, no, I'll find a seat. You guys sit.
Anyway, I'll talk to you a
Where's
little
Tim
later.
sitting?
Okay.
Probably he's there right there.
Mother was going to try to come, but
everybody
it's just a little too late.
No,
It's great to see a really large turnout for this special occasion tonight. This, of course, is day number 2. First of all, I should go to my little spiel. It's day number 2 of the 33rd Nashville Independent Film Festival. We hope to see you again between now and June 9th. We've got more wonderful, fabulous films, documentaries, shorts, and features in store for you for the rest of the festival. Of course, certainly the festival is not where we're not just here to present the best films made in the past year, but we want to celebrate cinema's past. And this is, of course, extra special, but we're not only celebrating cinema's past, but Nashville's first family of filmmaking right here. Ron and June Ormond and Tim. And this is, once again, Monson the Stripper, of course, is perhaps considered arguably considered the pinnacle of their work that they did. And to tell you a little bit more about the film, I'm very pleased to welcome Tim Ormond, who of course is has been called the dark side of Beaver Cleaver. Tim?
I won't go into the dark side of Beaver Cleaver unless you want to stay afterwards, then we can get into it. I grew up in the film business. My mom and dad were in the film business. My mom was in vaudeville. I'm going to ask, before I say a brief 1 or 2 minutes, for my mom to stand up and for you all to recognize her. And then at the end of the film, we'll have a Q&A session if you want to ask her specifically any. Mom, turn around and say hi to the audience. My mom will turn 90 years old But not only are you seeing a piece of history, you are participating in the continuation of a legacy. I love my mom. I learned from my mom and dad. I'm proud to say I'm continuing the tradition as best as I can. Now, about this film, there's people in the audience who are in that film. Raise your hands real quick, but I'm glad they're here. I have not seen Diane. Okay, they're asking me to say something. Tamra, come on down here. Okay. Wait, what? We have flowers coming to my mother. All right, I guess give her another round of applause. Why not?
Right here.
There she is. Okay, while the flowers are happening, I'll just tell you briefly, I was 16 years old in this film, and my dad, I love him to death, he tried to get me a singing career here in Nashville, but I couldn't carry a tune. So tonight you're going to see evidence of that as I sing a tune to a monster. Now fortunately you're not going to have to sit through the entire 3-minute song, because my ego got in the way. I cut it down to like a minute and a half during this thing. But that is sung to Sleepy LaBeef, who is still living, who is still a rockabilly legend. We attempted to get him here tonight. We couldn't find him, but you'll see his poster from time to time. I don't know, maybe he's out in the swamp somewhere. So Brian, what else do I need to say, or so we get on with it?
We'll get on with it.